All right, hey y'all. Happy Sunday. How we doing? How we doing? Hope y'all are doing well. Welcome back. I'm looking forward to tonight, man. It's been a whole week, y'all, since we've been here. Can y'all hear me just fine? Let me know if you can hear me just fine. I want to make sure we good before I start going into these slides and into the account and whatnot. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Okay. All right. So, okay, good. So let's get into it. I wanted to give some time for other people who have been getting the email notifications. Hopefully you're getting the email notifications if you're part of the Prosperity Cause community. So that way you can get on here and get ready for these charts. Okay. So before we get into all of that, y'all, please make sure that you, number one, like the video. If you're on YouTube watching, make sure you give a thumbs up first, and then you can go and heart, when stuff is making sense to you, okay? Also, share the video with anyone that you know has been struggling, really needing a bit of help with trading. I got it. No one has a perfect year for perfect season or anything. We have our bumps in the road sometimes, and sometimes people need to hear a little something. This is totally free, y'all. Free information for anyone who needs it. So feel free to share, because sharing is caring, right? And then on top of that, y'all, please make sure that you also subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. Do that, and also hit that notification bell if you're not part of the Prosperity Cause community yet, meaning you're not within the community receiving emails, text messages, so on and so forth. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so you know when I'm going live, okay? Because I do talk about other things outside of trading in the foreign exchange market. as well as cryptocurrency market for some. So if you want to know more stuff outside of just trading, then that's when being a part of the community and hitting that notification bell will be very beneficial for you, so you can hear some more stuff. Okay. So before we get into everything, we got to do this disclaimer, y'all. Always got to do the disclaimer. Remember, y'all, trading and investing in any market can contain substantial risk and is not suited for every individual. Every trader and investor learns and performs differently, thus, the results will not all be the same. There is a potential for a trader and investor to lose all or more than their initial investment due to numerous factors. Therefore, it is suggested that each trader and investor only invest money that can be lost without jeopardizing their financial security and or lifestyle. Y'all, I am not a financial advisor nor a licensed trader. I'm a student just like most of you. The only difference for some of you, it may be that I have more experience. I've been trading for much longer. I've probably done more accounts than you have because you are afraid to trade. And I've probably made more money than you have. That's the only difference, y'all. Okay. So I share the ups and downs that come with trading that I've personally experienced, plus those individuals that I've been connected to as well. All right. So I'm only sharing information here to help you out. And of course, it's for educational purposes for our viewers to make sure that you do your own research, y'all. Okay. Remember that all traders and investors that utilize any strategies, discuss services, and products shown will do so at their own risk. All right, you're an adult, so you know how to make decisions for yourself. At least I will hope you do, right? And then remember, y'all, last thing is past profits do not guarantee future results. Okay, so you know what to do. Take this information, do what you will, do your own due diligence, dig, go down a rabbit hole, whatever you feel you need to do before you make any decisions on anything that we share on this live stream right now. Okay, so we're gonna go into last week, and as a matter of fact, while y'all are coming in, thank y'all so very much for jumping on. I know you can listen to anybody, go to anybody's channel, you go to anybody's page and tune in about trading, but I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. So do me a favor and drop your city, drop your state, drop your country where you're tuning in from, okay? And then that way I can shout you out. All right, so let's get into it. Last week, we looked at three things. Okay, that was GBP, USD. We looked at gold, and we looked at SPX 500. Now, for some of you, especially if you trade like I do, especially if you trade gold, you probably like, Leona, why would you put a stop loss up there? Well, there's a reason for it. I'll get to it, okay? But first, I want to talk about GBP USD. That went into a buy. It did take a very long time, though, to be honest, to hit our take profit one. By the time it did break those highs. So, y'all know I'm a day trader, so I'll look at stuff and I want to be able to be in and out that day. I don't like to be in there forever, especially when it comes to like currency pairs, gold, indices, and stuff. Like I want to be in and out. Crypto gets a little more leniency with me, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie, especially Bitcoin. But outside of that, like everything else, I want to be in and out of the market. Okay, not quite a scalper. That's why I say day trader, because I can hold it for a day, maybe 2 days max. But after that, I'm like, I'm cutting it. I'm cutting that thing. Okay. So GBP USD did hit our take profit 1 point. Gold went down 330 pips. So I know somebody's wondering, like, well, Leon, if it went down 330 pips, like that's a lot. I know, but our take profit was roughly 17 pips away. So if you are a person that does not know how to use a trailing stop loss or do not believe in using trailing stop losses, using the trailing stop loss, and you were waiting for it to hit that take profit, then you would have gotten stopped out, even though it went down 330 pips. Okay, now here's the thing. I personally know that that's a winning trade because I used a trailing stop loss. But the reason I put that it was hitting the stop loss because not everybody knows how to use it, or not everyone uses it, and their broker may not allow it. So just putting it out there. So I want to be fair. I don't want nobody to be like, oh man, but mine hit stop loss, even though it did go down. I didn't get out the trade XYZ. Okay, so there you go. So that's the only reason why I put that as stop. All right. And then on top of that, we had the SPX 500. Shout out to, I think it was Tyrus that requested that one. But that one actually went up over 800 pips. So it's a little over 800 pips. That hit our take profit 5. And y'all, it kept going. So it hit our take profit 5 and then just continue to go. So just wanted to put that out there. So that puts us for the month of August. We have 8 wins, 2 lessons in the market. I feel like that is really great because that means we're still maintaining a 80% win percentage in these markets. All right. And if you're practicing really good risk management and you have really great risk to rewards, then that means that you are in massive profit for the month of August. So if you have been taking these trades, if you are making money, y'all, even if it's demo, put demo. That makes you feel better. Like, yeah, man, I won these trades, X, Y, however many trades it is, and you want to drop the money bags. If you feel comfortable putting demo on there, put demo. Like, there's no shame in that because you got to practice this stuff until you get the results in your demo account and then go live. Okay. But if you put them in your live, then of course put your money bags and whatnot and which trades you took. Put that in the chat, okay? And also put in the comments if you're watching the replay. All right, so that's our last week in review. Also, on top of that, we want to go over last week the relative performance for Forex. Okay, so for our currency pairs, and then of course it shows on here Bitcoin as well. But I really want to just show y'all something because we have not seen this since I started doing this. I think the end of June, July. I think that's when I started pulling up this particular screenshot. We have not seen where majority of the typically traded currencies are all green. Now I need y'all to pay attention to this. What we see the US dollar doing? Still neutral. There's no up, there's no down. So what they tell you, y'all, at this point right now, you should be investing into other things outside of the US dollar. Okay. So putting your eggs all in one basket with the US dollar would definitely not be wise right now. And as a trader, I would say if you have traded anything paired with the US dollar, then more than likely you made a substantial amount of money because the US dollar has been weak for quite some time. Okay. So it has its moments and spurts or whatever where it'll go up in strength. But for the most part, it's been pretty steady on being weak for the most part, especially over the past like 2 months. Because as y'all can see, go back and look at the last, I'll say 2 months of us doing this, you will see that every single week it's showing US dollar is stable. It's neutral. It's not up. It's not down. It's neutral. But yeah, so it was a really busy week last week, especially like I told y'all on Friday. They had this global financial meeting here in the U.S. So they had a lot of different financial big wigs and whatnot. I was going to say big wigs and whatnot, people in really high positions and everything. They were here. And so on Friday, we saw a whole lot of massive like volatility. Like prices were just spiking. Even Bitcoin just shot up like $3,000, $4,000. You know what I'm saying? In a matter of minutes, and then it dropped back down and then finally stabilized before the weekend. So like this is all from whatever occurred during that meeting and what was released. So some of our biggest movers, as y'all could see on here for last week, some of the biggest movers as far as currency pairs go was USD JPY. That one went down over 360 pips. So we're talking about almost 400 pips for USD JPY, y'all. If you trade like your currency pairs like really heavy, then that's a big deal for USD JPY because like the GBP pairs are more, profitable, I should say, like big movement typically is more big movement. And for that to happen with USD JPY, I thought that was pretty cool. So then we had GBP USD. That one went up almost 300 pips. So again, like I shared earlier, we saw that the price just kept going up and up, and it surpassed our take profit one actually with GBP USD. So Bitcoin, like I said on Friday, it had a lot of movement. I don't know what was said because I didn't catch it, to be honest. I don't know what news was released on Friday because it was a pretty busy day for me. And I already said that I wasn't going to trade on Friday anyway because of all the high impact news that was happening on that day. So because of that, I missed whatever was announced. But yeah, so Bitcoin dropped down. Yeah, that's almost 6,000 pips. That's a lot of money if you're trading Bitcoin. So I mean, went up almost 6,000 pips. So that's a lot of money, y'all, on the table. I will tell you, if you are a beginner, I know I've said this before, but I'm gonna keep saying it. If you are a beginner, please, y'all, stay away from that. Okay, like seriously, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you what to do. Okay, I'm strongly suggesting. All right, I'm strongly suggesting. I see you. I'm strongly suggesting that you just stay away if you're new. Okay, stick to your currency pairs, the ones that have lower costs associated with entering the market, because trading Bitcoin that costs a bit more. I'm not gonna say a bit more, a lot more for some people, especially if you have smaller accounts, y'all. It costs way more to enter a trade with Bitcoin than it does to trade USD JPY or GBP USD. Okay, and then US 30 and Bitcoin, they were running neck and neck. So US 30 was over 5,100 pips. So that was a lot of movement, but that's normal. I've been actually just putting that on here every week for the most part, y'all. You already know US 30 is probably going to stay on this list. Okay, between that and Bitcoin, those two really are our big movers every single week. So, like I said last week, the forex market really experienced a mixture, if you're buying and selling momentum, but Friday was like our big money mover. All right, so a whole lot of volatility on that day. So, there we go with that. And all right, so we're going into upcoming news, y'all. So remember, I find this on forexfactory.com. So if you're wondering, like, Leona, where are you getting this information? There it is. Go to forexfactory.com and you'll be able to see the same thing I'm showing y'all right now. We have a little bit of high impact news, not a whole lot, not like last week on Thursday and Friday anyway of last week, but it's a little bit sprinkled here and there, right? So we have Great Britain. They had a bank holiday. They have that tomorrow. So I know some people may not consider that high impact. I say to stay away only because the market moves a bit different when there's a bank holiday. Okay, so whatever you're normally used to, it may not do that when there's a bank holiday. So that's why me personally, you do what you want to do because it's going to be your money and it's going to be your broker account. But me personally, I just stay away when there's a bank holiday. Okay, there's a lot of options out there, y'all. So you don't have to feel like, man, I only can trade the pound. No, you can't. You can trade other things. There are a lot of options out there for us. Okay. And then on the 27th, we have the U.S. consumer confidence. That's our high impact news. And also Australia has their CPI numbers being released. So if y'all are wondering, like, Leona, what is that? Why is that important to me as a trader? Just go to forexfactory.com, and on there where it has, the red, the orange, and the yellow folders, to the right of that, you'll be able to see another set of folders, and you can click on it and it gives you details about each one of these things, and it tells you why traders care about them. So now you'll have a better understanding of like why I should pay attention to that. Okay, CPI in the US is really big. GDP, which is coming up on the 29th, that's for the US. So that's preliminary GDP numbers as well as the unemployment numbers. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you have been trading for any amount of time, you already know you should not be trading during that time because you have no idea what is going to be released. You don't, unless you got some insider information or whatever. Like honestly, you more than likely are gonna just stay clear of it and keep it moving. Okay, so that's what I would suggest if I were you, because this is considered high impact news. And then also, Germany, they have their preliminary CPI numbers that comes out on the 29th. So all of that is your high impact news as of right now for this week. I would say if you want to stay up to date, just go to forexfactory.com every day before you consider trading. Look at it, see if anything changed. If it didn't change, if it did change, at least you're aware. Okay, so that is that. All right, so we ready? We ready? Y'all ready to get into these charts? Let's see. Okay, let me stop sharing this and then we can move on to, I already did I did my list and everything, and unfortunately there was only one thing that said it was good to go in the market, and that was Euro USD. So y'all already know I'm gonna do gold without a shadow of a doubt, but I'm gonna ask that those of you watching live right now, if you want me to mark something up, no matter what it is, then just put it in the chat. I'm only going to do one, okay? But just let me know, and then I'll go ahead and mark that up. I was 4 hours for something. Oh, I was trying to find the profit area. Okay. But yeah, so go ahead and type that in the chat, what you would like me to mark up or you want to look at live, and then I'm gonna have to go to the daytime frame for this one. Jeez. Ooh, are we at an all-time high for Euro USD? Let's see. I got the thing up on my phone too, y'all, so that way I can see, because I can't see comments when I'm sharing my screen and I'm doing it. I have to like bounce back and forth and stuff, and yeah. So I got it up on my phone. So if you're on YouTube, then I can see your comments because I have my phone right here. But if you're on Facebook, I won't be able to see it. Sometimes StreamYard shares, lets me see the comments. Sometimes it don't. So Euro USD doesn't look like it's been up here. Okay, there we go. All right, because I'm like, that doesn't look right. All right. So I had to go all the way to the day time frame to find where price has been and could potentially return to again. So I already did the top down analysis stuff, but if you're wondering how I do it, y'all will see it when I do the next one, which is gold, and possibly whichever one is requested in the chat. So this looks like a good spot here. And then this one got 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, almost 4. So there we go. Okay, so I got at least 2, 3 take profit points for the buy for Euro USD. Okay. So now I can drop it down to the hour and I can set up for the sale too. And if y'all are wondering why, okay, I got you. We'll do oil. If you're wondering why I do that, like why I do the buy and the sell, honestly, this is something I was taught like some years ago, and I never understood it. But I'm like, it makes perfect sense now, of course. But I didn't understand it in the beginning. I'm like, why does she mark up the person that was teaching me how to trade naked? You know what I'm saying? She just did support and resistance. So she did her own type of top-down analysis. So anyway, she would mark when we were on session, she would mark the buy and the sell, because she was like, listen, you don't know what direction the market is gonna go. None of us know that. So if you're prepared for a buy, then guess what? You can take the buy. If you're prepared for the sale, then you can take the sale. And I'm like, makes sense. So ever since then, I've been pretty much doing what she do, and I mark the buy and the sell. So that way, depending on which direction price makes the decision to go, I'm good to go. All right, so we got, like I said, we're going to have 3 take profit points for Euro USD. And as you can see with this, we're at a week high here. So Euro USD has to make a decision. Does it want to buy or does it want to go down into the sell? So again, that's why I do buy and sell, because it has to make a decision because it's consolidating. Okay. And has been since Friday. So after whatever news was released on Friday. All right. So TP3 for buy. Okay, and like I said, if you are a person that uses a trailing stop loss, awesome for you. There are strategies that I share with people who are a part of my community. This is 106 pips. Yeah, but I mean, we don't have anything else to go off of. So I'm going to put in here as a reminder for me, this is from daytime frame, because that way I remember. So I know that all 3 of them are from the day. Okay, so and then sell. Let me just see how far this is from the week high to the day high here. So I'm probably going to, not probably, I am going to look for an area in between it, which looks like it's right here. One, two. There we go. And let me see how many that is from up here to. Okay, yeah, it's still good. All right, cool. So we got 1, 2. Let me change this back to candles. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. And if you're watching a replay, y'all, you can still ask questions. I come back to here, and I normally will put like what's the result of the live stream. You know what I'm saying? Like what was the result of our analysis for the week, and then that way, you know, people could stay up to date. All right, and then we're doing TP3 for sale. Ooh, you will go all the way over there. Okay, so so the reason why I'm doing this is totally up to you when it comes to the 3rd take profit point, y'all. You can either use the top of, if you use the Fibonacci, okay? I use the golden zone, which is your 50% and your 61.8%. I use that as an area to pay attention to for potential retracement. And also I use that as a possible take profit point, meaning price may come here, it may slow down, it may consolidate, and also, like I said, it may retrace, and there have been times where it just blows straight through it. Okay, so if it does come down in the sale, there have been times where it just goes straight through that and continues to move down into the sale. You know, the sellers are in the building. There's nothing I can do about that, but guess what? I'm still making money because I have identified these areas for potential profit. Okay. So that's why I do that. So you can either use the top of the golden zone here, which is what I call it, or you can use the bottom of it. Totally up to you. Me personally, I always use the top. And then if I say, hey, I want to have another take profit point, I use the bottom of it as another profit area. Because depending on what you're trading, sometimes that could be the difference of like 30 pips and 100 pips. It just depends on what you're trading. All right. So now you have your screenshot if you want to take it for Euro USD. This is good. I'm going to save it. Bam. And now I'm going to go to gold. Okay. And then I'm going to update this. So as you all can see, let me take this alert off. Bam. Yes, I want to delete. Okay. So as you all can see, last week, gold did, this is why I said what I said. Gold sold, hit our take profit 4, but did not hit our take profit 5. So the only reason why I'm saying that is if you were waiting for it to go down to 5, then more than likely you would have got stopped out. Okay. And then it turned around and went into a buy. So, I mean, yeah, I could have said, okay, yeah, you still made money, you know what I'm saying, and you're good to go. But I know there's some people that's like, nah, man, I was waiting for 5. So I got it, okay. But it did go into a buy, made a new all-time high, and then finally, as you can see, broke down below our take profit 5 point. So let me go to the week because my month is still the same. So I'm going to change my week to where it is now. Okay, so my week is my all-time high. So let me change that to this color. All right, and then this low is down here. Again, if you have any questions, let me know. Type it in the chat. If you have any questions and you're watching a replay, by all means, man, y'all can put the question in the comments and then I'll come back and I'll answer it. All right. No big deal. All right. So, my previous day low is about the same. Let me see if I can make it. Okay. All right, bet. So there we go. And then I'm gonna have my high here. And we'll change that to yellow and lock it. And remove. All right, so let me delete these old profit areas because we're gonna find some more than likely. Okay, so like I said, and y'all saw, gold made a new all-time high last week. So, with the election season, this is an election year, y'all. I wouldn't be sitting here like holding my breath and saying, oh yeah, gold is going to do X, Y, and Z. I will say this, I'm pretty confident that we could see the continuation for a buy, but it'll also sell at some point too. So it didn't quite come down to my golden zone because it created that new high. So I'm going to see something real quick. Give me a second. I'm going to make a new one. Let me make this new one here. And then I'll create a new demand zone. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Do y'all be finding these helpful? Let me know. Like watching these markups and the explanation of like how stuff moves each week, the news, all of that. Do you find this helpful, or you feel like, you can nick some of this stuff? Because my focus, y'all, is to make sure that people are getting the value, you know what I'm saying, and stuff is making sense. I don't want to just be talking just to hear myself, For those that know me, know I'm really not a person that like to be in the forefront. never been that person. I'm more of a behind the scenes person. That's why I like trading, because I don't have to do this. I could just trade on my own and just, be in my little bubble with my family. But I'm like, nah, you know, somebody put me on, and I feel obligated in a sense to do it for other people. Okay, okay. I appreciate that. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. Find these take profit points now. So I already know Go has this all-time high. So this would be take profit one. Y'all, I can't tell you a take profit two because this is an all-time high. If you were to think about continuing the trade after it surpasses this, I strongly, strongly, strongly suggest, if you want to do that, that you make sure you use a trailing stop loss, y'all. And you need to make sure your trailing stop loss is tight, like 10, 15 pips or so. Okay, you find it helpful. It allows me to learn the market. Also, check my analysis. That's right. See, that's what I'm talking about. And y'all, I'm not the end all be all when it comes to trading either. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning. I still listen and watch other people who have been trading longer than me. And I just look to see, like, and this is not, I'm not even talking about Forex. I'm talking about people who trade in the stock market too. I'm listening to see, like, what are some of our similarities? What are some of the things that they do that I do? As far as like our analysis and our way of looking at the markets and stuff. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. People who trade in the stock market and those of us in the foreign exchange market, like, we're pretty similar. So the market is the market, y'all. It's just totally up to you what you like at the end of the day. That's what matters. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that one's 4. What about this one up here though? This one will probably be better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this one better. Okay, so I got one for the sale, and but yeah, so we're pretty much similar, y'all. At the end of the day, cause just listen to them, talk about risk management. Listen to them talk about, scaling positions. All of that stuff. That we're all saying the same stuff. It's just a different market. You find your lane, you run with it. That's pretty much it. So looks like we have 1, 2, 3, and then of course the rest of this down here could be take profit points for gold. So I'm going to make from, and this is only if gold comes back up to this day high, because this is my day high here, y'all. If gold comes back up here, then we're looking at, that's 151 from where it is right now, because it more than likely will retrace a bit. And if it's gonna sell for real, y'all, gold has to sell, not gold has to sell. The US dollar has to be strong in order for gold to really sell, like a massive sell off. There has to be some type of strength at the time for gold. If you don't see that, then more than likely you're going to see gold buying. Okay. So remember, y'all, I don't know if anybody knows this, but I'm going to type it in here. Let me go back to it real quick. So we have two parts to our currency pairs. We have our base currency, and then we have our and we have our quote currency. So the first currency, because we're looking at Euro USD earlier, right? The first currency is Euro. That's our base. And then the quote is the last currency of that pair, which is the US dollar. Okay? So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. If our first currency is strong, then that means we should be looking for a buy. If our second currency, if our first currency is weak, my bad, if our first currency, which is our base, if that is weak, we should be looking for a sale, because more than likely whatever is following that, if it is strong, we should be looking for a sale. Okay, this is why if you go back, if you're wondering like why, how do I come up with the list of what to trade and so on and so forth, I use the currency strength meter to help me to pair strong currencies with weak currencies. Because for beginners, if you didn't know, for beginners, typically finding trending markets is much easier for a beginner. So this is why I do that. Okay. And this is how I teach, because I want people to be able to find their lane faster and easier and not be super confused, because nobody likes to be confused. I know I don't. I don't know anyone who likes to sit there and be just lost in the sauce. Real talk. I don't know anybody. So, but that's the reason why I do that. And as far as take profit 3, y'all, let me see if I can find another area, because this looks like, well, give me a second. I might find, let's see. There might be one in between this 1 and 2. Oh, no. Well, this one has 2. So I should do this. This is 2. Uh, uh, uh. This is 2. And then this one was 3. What was it? This one? No. What was it that I was at? It had 2. This one. Okay, there we go. So this one is 3. Got it. And then TP3. All right, cool. And y'all, you can use either the day or the month here, whichever one. Okay, this is a month high. This is a day low. Whichever one you want to use, totally up to you. I'm just going to use the bottom so it don't look weird. But whichever one you want to use, if you're like, hey, gold is selling, it's going, going strong, stick to whatever you want to use, okay? All right, so now you have gold, you have your buy, and you have your sell. So if gold does break to the upside when the market opens up on tomorrow, then guess what? You have your buy. Remember, y'all, this is an all-time high. I always tell people, again, you do what you want to do, but when you're at all-time highs, you need to be preparing for a sale. Like you'll make more money from the sale than you're gonna make from a buy when price is at an all-time high. Just being honest. While everybody is still riding that euphoria and that wave and they being greedy and like, oh, it's just gonna keep going up, it's gonna keep going up. You should be preparing your mind for the sale, because you about to cash in. Okay, so there you go. All right, so gold is marked. Now we're gonna do oil, and then we'll be done for the night. Crude oil. I gotta type that in. Sometimes I forget, y'all. All right, so it's been a minute since I've marked this up, so I'm gonna just delete everything and start over. So I used to play my Andre 3000, right? But I found that I start to like mellow out when I'm on here live, because that does mellow me out. And I'm like, man, I gotta stop listening to that while I'm on the live stream. Because I don't want to, to me, trading is fun no matter what. But not everybody's there. So I'm like, I don't want to bore people, you know what I'm saying? Especially, if I don't mellow it out, I know I tell y'all, or I suggest like just come comfortable, because it's nighttime, you know what I'm saying? It's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, So I'm like, you gotta come comfortable. I don't want you to come so comfortable that you end up like, man, I'm going to sleep. Because I'm over here playing 3 Stacks, new blue sun and stuff. But I'm chill, like I'm good, So yeah. Right now though, looking at this, look like oil is consolidating. But we'll see. That's on a week though. So we'll see. So I had to switch it up. You know, I'm a hip hop head anyway. Like I've been that way since I was a kid. Um, Let me rephrase it. You know, I'm correct in what I said. I'm a hip hop head. No knock against new school, you know, but there aren't many artists in today's time that's like embodying true hip hop. So, you know, that's why I play the 90s instrumentals. Okay, so all uh okay, we're gonna see. I'm not liking that so far. Okay. So I can do the sale. I'm gonna mark that up for the sale with the fib. And if you want to know what my like how I place my fib, I want to say I told y'all I did the video on it. I want to say I posted it. If I didn't, if you don't find it, let me know. But I believe I posted it. No, not add an alert. That ain't what I meant to do. Let's see. All right, so and I'm doing my supply zone here. And this helps me so that way I know that if price does continue to go up where it may slow down at. Nothing is guaranteed, y'all. Remember, y'all, we trade in probabilities, based on probabilities. So there is a possibility that price could just blow straight through. But there's also a possibility that price will come up here and push back down and continue to sell that was happening. Okay, so there you go. All right, so let me do my line. And we're gonna go 1 hour. So Veronica, I have a question. Are you a scalper? Do you day trade, swing trade? Like what do you do? Cause y'all know what I do. Okay, so let's see here. All right, so oil is right at this golden zone here for the sale. So I'm gonna tell y'all now, not even gonna front. I ain't gonna hold you. I would have to wait, me personally. I would have to wait until it clears this area to even consider a buy. Okay. I'll just go like that. Bam. All right. So, and here's why again. Okay, day and swing trade. Okay, I got you. Got you. So here's the reason, my logic behind this to help someone either watching live or the replay. So here's why I personally would wait. Like I said, this golden zone is potentially for retracement, meaning price could come up here and push back down. Okay. So if I know that price has a tendency to do that when it goes into this zone, the 50% and the 61.8%. Okay, that's what this box represents, 50% and 61.8%. So if I know that price has a tendency to retrace and come back down, in this case, that's why I have it marked as red. Red means sell, green means buy. Okay, so if I know this, there is no reason for me personally to even consider entering the trade. That's me. Now, somebody might be like, well, Leona, I mean, pips is pips. Okay, you do what you want to do. It's your money. All right. But here's the thing. I day trade. I don't want to run into the possibility of being stuck in a trade for days. Okay. Remember, y'all, the only thing I'm comfortable with holding for days is crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's it. Everything else, I'm like, I want to be in and out within 24 hours. That's my goal. That's my desire. So if I know that there's a chance of price coming in here, probably slowing down, consolidating, and figuring out which direction it's going to go, more times than not, I'm not going to sit here and get in the trade. I would rather be patient and wait for it to decide. Is it going to break to the upside or is it going to break to the downside? And because I trade candlestick patterns, okay, I'm waiting for a specific type of candlestick pattern to appear above here. Okay, I'm going to wait for a particular candlestick pattern to appear below here. All right, that's me. Everyone's strategy may be a little different. Totally up to you. You do what you do. But I'm letting you know that's the logic behind why I personally would not take this trade until it clears this golden zone and breaks above this previous week high. All right. So there's that. So I will wait for price to come up. I will need it to retrace back down, pull back, okay, form a bullish candlestick pattern because I trade candlestick patterns, form a bullish candlestick pattern and confirm that pattern above this previous week high. Once it confirms that pattern above this previous week high, bam, take it for the buy. This will be take profit one. If I can get to it. I didn't press the thing. There you go. This would be take profit one, TP1. This is the bottom of my supply zone. Supply zone just pretty much tells me that there's a possibility again, price may slow down, right? So we may see that price comes here, it consolidates a bit, and then chooses to either continue to move up or push back down. Okay, so you have three things that can happen in this area, just like in this golden zone. Number one, price could just go straight through it. Okay, cool. Two, it could come in here and go sideways. Three, it could come in here and then push back down and go into a massive sell. Okay, those are your three things that can happen. So that's the reason why I do what I do. All right, so this one, take profit 2, TP2 for a buy. And then I'm going to look and see if I can find one more. Possibly. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. All right. This is my song. I don't know why this on 90s because it's definitely not 90s, but whatever. Maybe because they give that person a 90s feel or something. I'm not sure. Okay, so that looks better. So that's at least 2 touches. So you have at least 3 potential profit areas for oil for the buy. And then, like I said, in this case, with price being where it is at the moment, I'm going to change this back to candles for a second. With price being where it is at the moment, line this up some. Because that hurt my eyes when it's that tiny. All right, so for this part, we have our day high here. We have our month high here, right? Month high? Yeah, month high here. So because they're so close, I personally, again, you do what you want to do. I personally will wait for price to clear this previous month high, retrace, and then, bam, take it down, okay? So again, I trade candlestick patterns, so I'll be looking for a bearish candlestick pattern to form and confirm below this previous month high here, okay? So it has to come through here and here before I even consider it for a sale. All right, so now, let me see if I can find, I see this right here, but I'm going to change it to a line chart. Touch it, bring it back. So that's 1, 2. 1, 2. That one didn't touch it. 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. I don't need to see all that. So I got, and let me see, is there another one here? That one didn't touch. Okay. What about this? I use this one too. 1, 2. Maybe it's more. Let's see. Or not. Okay, so we at least got 3. At least 3. So this one, 1, 2, 3. All right, and so you got at least 3 take profit points for a sale. I do that every time when I first start. Don't know why that happens. Anyway, TP2 for a sale. And again, y'all, you do not have to take any of these trades. What I do suggest to people is make sure that you do your own analysis, like Veronica said. Do your own analysis, and then see if it's something that you want to do. You take the trades that you're comfortable with. Okay, you trade in the market you're comfortable with, and I'm pretty sure, y'all, there is definitely something. Some areas where price probably touched more in between this day low here and this week low here. Yeah, week low. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm doing 3 and 3. So you got 3 take profit points for a buy. You have 3 take profit points for the sale. Okay, so you can screenshot it, or of course, just go do your own analysis. If you're interested in trading oil, you should be good to go. All right, so that is all 3. We got through pretty fast today. Look at that. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, we have, what was it? Euro USD, gold, and oil. Those 3 are what we're looking at this week. I was going to potentially, I would say, add on your list to probably look at USD JPY, because I know on Forex Factory, for me, it was like 1 pip off from both of them. I think USD JPY was supposed to sell. Hold on, let me go to my list. USD JPY, not USD, yeah, USD JPY was supposed to sell. So was supposed to be selling. But on Forex Factory, it showed like 1 pip difference between the 4-hour and the 1 hour for me with the buy and the sell. So that's why I'm like, But I would say just look at it and see tomorrow if everything lines up. That's something that you could probably put on your list to look at. And that's for my people who trade currency pairs, okay? Y'all know I trade NAS, gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Those are my 4. I don't really trade like US 30 and stuff. I mark it up for people, but I don't really trade those. I found my comfort zone, and I stick with my comfort zone. Okay, so let's go, y'all. That's it. We have completed all of our trades that we've analyzed. Again, Euro USD, gold, and oil. Those are our 3 that we'll be looking at this week. And of course, I'll be giving y'all updates on those. All right. So depending on how fast they move, that'll determine what we have going on in the market. So I want to let you all know before we wrap this up, because we finished our markups pretty fast. So this upcoming month, September, is my birth month. So of course, I'm going to celebrate by gifting a few things. One of those things is I'm giving 80% off on the Day Trader 101 course that I created. I wouldn't even say course. It's like a crash course in a sense. It's 30 days of information pertaining to Forex trading specifically. So I don't really go into detail about crypto. I'm going to do something separate for that next year. But this year has been Forex. I want to make sure people are good with Forex. And then crypto is going to be more so for my people who've been trading for a while and they want to stick their toe in the crypto market. Okay, as a trader. So thank you. So I wanted to do something special for the people who've been rocking with me, especially if you've been coming on here and you're like, I really want to trade how you trade. I do go over candlestick patterns, like I break each one that I typically trade. I break each one down. We're looking at between 12 and 16 candlestick patterns, but you get a new lesson every single day for 30 days. It gets sent to you, so that way you can, do it, and it's self-paced. Okay, so it's also a self-paced type of training program. This is a universal trading strategy because I did not make up the candlestick patterns. I did not make that up. I learned it, and it works really great for me and the people that I've taught so far. And so that's the reason why I just continue to share it. Okay, and on top of that, you'll get a trading workbook. So instead of paying $99.99, okay, $99, you get it for $17. Why? Because my birthday is on the 17th, So yeah, I wanted to just make it even. I was like, I'm gonna do $17.99, but I'm like, nah, man, I'm gonna do $17 because my birthday is on the 17th. So there you go. Okay, there will be more sale opportunities throughout the month of September that's going to come up with other trading programs that I have. So make sure you stay tuned, stay closely connected, because I will be dropping those. But I'm gonna let y'all know, people part of the community, Prosperity Cause community, they get first dibs, y'all, especially on the stuff that has limited slots. They're gonna get first dibs. So if within the community those slots are taken, then it won't even hit y'all yet. So they'll get dibs first. So if you want to be part of the Prosperity Cause community and know about certain things before everybody else, then guess what? You might want to go ahead, go to the website, prosperitycause.com, and then just tune in. Okay. This won't happen until September 1st, y'all. So I'm giving you a heads up. It's September 1st. That's when the birthday sale starts, okay? Because my birthday is in the month of September. But like I said, there'll be more trading programs that will be on sale. The announcements are going to come throughout the month of September. Like I said, being a part of the community gets you information faster, okay? So that is that. And on top of that, y'all, reminder of some of the upcoming events. There are no more slots available for the day trading workshop that starts tomorrow. So sorry, if you didn't sign up, you gotta look, okay? That is going to be the last one of this year. I made the decision after our last market analysis, I was like, yeah, there's a lot going on, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I love you, but you snooze, you lose. You know what I'm saying? Again, you can go do the day trading 101 though. That's 30 days. Do it at your own pace, especially like the young lady said, she works a 9 to 5. Now you can do that around your schedule. Okay. And then, like I said, next month is going to be the birthday sale. So I'm going to be honest, y'all, I won't be doing many live trainings, like paid for trainings for the rest of this year. There's only going to be the private one-on-one, and that's very limited slots for that. So yeah, and that registration won't happen until next month, or start registering or applying for that, because I won't pick that up until October. So yeah, I would love to, but y'all, I gotta take care of me. I gotta take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I ran myself raggedy in 2023, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Making sure everybody was good, and I was like, I won't do that again to myself. You know what I'm saying? I didn't take care of myself in 2023, and I cannot afford to do that in 2024. So yeah, so there we go. So that is what we have coming up. Remember, y'all, next live market analysis is next Sunday, September 1st. All right, we'll be back here 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Anybody that you know is struggling, and you find this helpful, then go ahead and share this video with them, okay? Don't be selfish. Don't hold this stuff to yourself. If I'm their cup of tea, they'll rock with me. If I'm not their cup of tea, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, they'll find somebody who speaks their language, who speaks to their learning style. They'll find somebody. Okay. But if they feel like I'm it, then guess what? You can say, hey, I sent it to you. Oh, yeah, awesome. Okay. And then don't forget, if you have not subscribed to this channel yet, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that way if you're not part of the Prosperity Calls community yet, then you know when I'm going live. You won't miss it because you'll have notifications on and you'll be able to join me next week on next Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. All right, so that's it. That's all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Stay tuned, y'all. Day trading 101 goes on sale on the 1st. $17, y'all. 80% off, man. 80% off where you can get education on the foreign exchange market sent directly to your phone, to your laptop, to your iPad, whatever, and you can learn at your own pace. So shout out to every single person that is going to get started with that on the 1st. All right, that's all I have. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Have a really great week. Stay tuned. Let me know if you take any of these trades, and especially if you make some money. You know what I'm saying? Drop it in the comments, and I look forward to seeing y'all next Sunday. All right, y'all have a good one. Bye.